Hey, you're watching Half Asian Tarot Queen. I'm Elisa, and I think today, instead of starting with the Mystical Shaman Oracle, I'm going to start with the Shaman's Dream Oracle, which is sort of the next deck that came after that. But it's super exciting because this week I did like a vision board workshop that Colette Baron-Reid hosted on Facebook, and she's one of the authors of these two decks, and so she had these drawings every day where she gave away these goodie packs, and this deck was one of the things in the goodie packs, and I won. Apparently there was like 28,000 people signed up for this workshop, and I won. It's so exciting. So anyways, because of that, I'm going to start with this one today, and let's see what we get. Okay, I'm just gonna do a split. Oh my gosh. So when I pulled the deck out, this was at the bottom. So that's interesting. That's a double message. Watchers, transpersonal. So that's number 60. And we have dances on one foot, balancing act. Interesting. So it looks like we're in a little bit of a sticky situation. We're kind of having to balance a bunch of things in a delicate way. Okay, so watchers. Okay, so that's serendipity, the observer, witness, transpersonal. When watchers appear, it is an invitation to stop doing. Pause, get off the treadmill, and take a deep breath. Find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you, but is not caught up in any of the drama. The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or opinion, keep it to yourself. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Do not engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe. This is really interesting because this is a message that's been coming through a lot. Leading up to this, there's one called Woodshedding, and it was all about there's all this drama. It's best to like stay off the grid. And there was another one about, staying off the grid. I'll point that one up here. But like, it was like a big message for this month. Like there's going to be this huge explosion, and let's just like stay out of it. Watchers show up to direct your attention to the horizon and away from the anthill in front of you. Others might think you are simply doing nothing, but let them know that you are helping the sun to set in the evening sky. There are bigger things to attend to. You've spent a long time trying to correct the course of events and the actions of others. Let it be for the short while as you become the observer rather than the doer. The watchers invite you to break free from the linear, casual pace of the petty day-to-day, rise to divine coincidence, to serendipity, and notice how the act of seeing the heart of matter produces results. The heart of the matter is things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious way, requiring only a sacred witness. Wow. That is a really good advice. So yes, it does seem like there's some precarious, dramatic situation in the environment. And the best thing to do is to do nothing. Focus on yourself. Stay in the woodshed and kind of do your own thing. So, okay, I'm going to go to the angels. I'm actually, since I'm on this Colette Baron-Reid theme, I think I'm going to end with this. I'm going to end with that. Okay, I'm going to go to the angels and ancestors and see what message we get there. Yeah, but it does seem like an ominous moment. Okay, wow. So we got snake, shed old skin. So this is kind of like a Kundalini energy, awakening. And we have drum. dream, and journey. So this is really interesting. It's sort of like, in a way, I'm pulling this Watcher's message from it because there's obviously this transformative event that's happening that's really dramatic. So it's really the most productive thing that you can do is like focus on yourself, shedding your own skin, like developing awareness about what you're letting go of and being super intentional about that, which there were a lot of messages with the medicine wheel, like at the beginning of the month. Like, that's the most productive thing that you can do at this time. There's like a natural rhythm that's happening, and it's like stay in the flow of that rhythm, you know, but like also be aware of yourself and like what is being presented to you in this sort of natural rhythm. So slow down, take things in, focus on yourself, stay out of the fray. I think there's a reading from a long time ago called Stay Above the Fray, which maybe I'll link here. Because something really big is happening right now. Really big. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the light and shadow decks. And we'll see what message we can get through here. Okay, I'm gonna start with the light deck. See what comes out. Yeah, I haven't posted readings that I've done, but it's been like a good, I feel like almost a week since I actually did a reading, so hopefully there's like some progression in the energy, because I was kind of getting similar messages, so I was like, okay, it's time to sort of take a break. But it's interesting because we're still getting this, you know, stay out of the, oh my gosh. Okay, actually this is a lot of similar energy that was happening. So, okay, so at the bottom we have the wheel. So there is, you know, like I was saying, there's like some big event that's happening. It's like a karmic event, like things are getting turned on their head. It's happening. It's best to sort of be watching it from the sidelines. So we have the Fool. So we're taking a leap of faith into the unknown. The Ace of Swords. So there's this truth that's coming out, and it's sort of paving the way for this new beginning. And we have the Four of Coins. So this has come out a lot this month too. And this is like, the way I take it in this deck is like this sort of like stable foundation. Like you're starting to put away coins for a rainy day. Like you're not flying by the seat of your pants. Like this truth is going to reveal this like foundation that can be built upon, is kind of what I'm getting. So this is all happening in slow motion, because this does seem like a slight evolution from the last message, but there's still like a lot of unfolding to be done before like the picture becomes totally clear. It's like the Polaroid is still in development here. Okay, I'm going to the Intuitive Night Goddess, so that's going to give more of the sort of shadow dimension of this situationship or this moment, and see what comes out. Okay. Wow. Okay, so at the bottom we have the Warrior of Cups. So the Warrior of Cups is kind of like the Knight of Cups. So it's almost like someone's bringing in this message of love. And that message, it's going to kind of help someone move on from like to calmer waters, like maybe towards this stability that's kind of coming online. It's like almost like it's going to cause a revolution, like a tower moment. This message of love that's coming in, it's gonna like, it's almost like there's this whole theme of threads under this playlist called Cinderella. And like what I just got was, it's just sort of like when the prince shows up at Cinderella's house with the glass slipper, you know, and that's like, after that, like her whole life changes. Like it's something like that. And but we have introspection. So again, this is another message of like focusing inward, focusing on what it is that you need to let go of, doing this sort of inner work, sort of to allow for this tremendous shift to unfold. Because it's like, whatever this is, it's like huge. But it is gonna, like, there was a reading for the month of January that was all about like setting the train on the right track. I'll link it here. And that is gonna require someone to change their mindset. That's what's gonna pave the way for this to happen. So, okay, so since we've been on this Colette Baron-Reid kick on this reading, I'm gonna go to the Wisdom of the Oracle, which is another really awesome deck that she has made. I have a bunch of her decks, and actually, like, this is kind of like making me have like a renewed love for this deck because I haven't used it in a while, but it's actually a really great deck, and like the messages are really profound. And so we're gonna end with this deck. I think I'm gonna do a split, and we're gonna see what kind of, well, maybe we're, okay, wow. Okay, so actually I got 3 messages. So we got chopping wood, we got exchanging gifts, and we got the serendipity. So it's really interesting because these are messages that have come through in earlier readings. So this is all about the reading called Woodshedding. It's just about like, there's all this stuff going on. It's best not to get involved, like stay in your woodshed and like be working on your own stuff, you know, because that's ultimately what's gonna bring you the most reward during this. Like, it's not getting sucked into the drama. Like, stay in the woodshed, you know, keep your house clean, do work on your stuff, you know, because, and then, you know, another message that's come out a lot this month is this trader has been coming through. And that's all about like, you're creating something of value that has worth to other people. And that's gonna be the thing that's gonna connect you to this path of moving on to a better situation. We have exchanging gifts. So like, this is kind of like the trader. So it's just sort of like, stay focused on your contribution and, you know, just doing what needs to be done, and don't give all your energy away to all this like tumult around, because it's like not really the best use of your energy. You have a gift that's going to be recognized in divine timing. The prince is going to show up at your house with the glass slipper, and you're going to be recognized for what you have to offer when the moment is right. That's what's going to turn this whole situation on its head. It's going to, we have the wheel and the tower, so that's pretty big. It's a pretty big, like, epic change that's going to go down. So don't worry about it. It's going to happen when it's supposed to. Make sure you get your stuff done so that you'll be ready. Because this, I think, reading is all about being ready for when the moment comes. So check in soon with more updates.